Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pokemon Crystal, where we are playing Ecruteak City. Is turn 21 or 20? I can't remember. Jump into things. Alright. We got a couple of different things going on this turn. So, we have completed Enchantment 4. 5. Enchantment 5 is going to take it, but we're getting there. Got a series of battles. We attacked in Greenwoods. Let's go to this. Nice little stack against just province defense, no big deal. Our Gengar out there leading the charge, very cool. So we lose nothing. Stack. We were attacked in Larian Swamps by his god. Okay, so don't really have anything here. It's just province defense. Gets personal regeneration off. Casts enlarge. Now he's a big boy. Casts gift of the hair. A spark skin. Casts skeletal body. Doifa. This is a scary son bitch. Got 30% increase bonus with enlarge. And he's got a Dominion bonus of 80. Yeah. I don't know, yo. Like, I'm not even sure with bleeds and stuff that it's gonna... Oh, it would do anything. This thing is basically a god. Well, yeah. Really a god. So, Shiny Snorlax, scary. Battle in Cyanwood City. Okay, so we have a massive force here, about 250 units, against a actually decently large force. This is quite a bit of province defense. I don't know if it's the base 25 or if he's been adding to it, but there is a fair number here. It is, of course, going to just get salvoed to shit and back while we're holding our attack. And now everything runs forward. Meet in massive groups. And you can see that the Cyanwood City forces are just overwhelmed. Like, there's just too many ghosts comparatively. What are you gonna do? No, you're not gonna do it. So we lose 11 units, killing a lot, a whole metric shit ton. Okay? But this was all just province defense. So that doesn't mean that we lost 11 ghosts, killing nothing but province defense, but that's okay. Because we've got a plan there. Got a couple of unexpected events. Brigands have taken up residence in a ruin in the Mountains of Madness, so unrest skyrockets there. A peddler in Wesh has been relieved of his gems for a very good price. And then the construction of the wooden fort in the second forest is completed. Okay. Started to destroy the gate in the fort of Cyanwood City, but work is going very slow. We need more men or much more time to succeed. Okay. 23 Ghastlies promoted. Suddenly, Morty, the gym leader, appeared at the gates of our fortress. Okay, so this is a big deal. What are we doing this turn? Well, we had a couple of different things happen there, so let's talk about some of the good stuff and then talk about some of the bad stuff and see where we kind of meet. So we did get Morty, who is a gym leader. Very, very good unit. Death 4, Astral 2, Water 2, Air 2. Has Recuperation, Fortune Teller, Inspirational 4, Taskmaster, and Dominion Monster Summoner. He is pretty great, honestly. He is a Priest 4, and actually, it's it's not too late technically. I could adjust this, but I'm not going to. I think we could prophetize him, which we might very well end up doing. So prophetizing him could be a pretty neat situation, because prophetizing him would get us access to divine channeling, and divine channeling upping all of the rest of the priests that we have. We actually don't currently have a whole lot of priests, but we could get some. Very potentially we could, between the city mediums and the channelers are also priests. I guess the great channeler is probably the route I was going to go for, right? Because divine channeling would boost great channelers up to priest level 2. I guess it doesn't really matter though terribly much, because I mean, we're an astral nation, so we could boost that up anyways. Regardless, Morty could be an interesting prophet. Probably just do like a scout or something. Anyways, getting Morty is nice, if for no other reason than we get another big chunk of research, and that's honestly what we need. Morty will be nice for some things later on, though. Just a better veteran trainer. We have completed the fort in Second Forest. This is good because it allows us to recruit schoolgirls every turn. That being said, we might end up going for... Oh, we're probably still just gonna go for schoolgirls. We might stop making... yeah, we already have this turn. We're probably gonna pull off of junior trainer boys and start making more white channelers. Because our income, our upkeep is starting to go pretty high with all the junior trainer boys. The problem with them is they're good, but they do have kind of a messy upkeep cost. So, kind of unfortunate. There is, I will say this, there is a potential upside to... Might do this soon. We have Twiceborn, right? Twiceborn... We can basically turn all of our junior trainer boys into white mages. And we very well might do that. We're not doing it at the moment because instead, you can see, we're casting a shit ton of reanimations. Because we can't pop this fucking fort without an actual army. So we're going to reanimate a bunch of skeletons and send them with a kimono woman, and hopefully that is going to provide the siege chaff to be able to deal with this whole scenario. The only problem there is getting them, or the only problem with that is getting them there alive through the Snorlax. And I honestly don't have a good answer to that. So we're kind of just moving in motions. I'm not sure that that's going to be good, though. We're going to maintain our siege on Cyanwood City at the moment because he's not close enough to threaten us. I think it's possible that he could move all the way across and attack, but I don't think he can. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to be omnipresent annoyances. We're going to attack into Larian Swamps, right, with Kimono 16 and a 63 stack, right? If this hits their god, probably going to die. We are going to attack from Larian Swamps and Greenwoods into Ba'an Kish with a 57 stack and an 80 stack and a 19 stack, so close to 150 units, basically, in Ba'an Kish. I think if we don't hit his god, again, very easy. I think if he attacks us in Cyanwood City with anything other than his god, it's going to be an easy win. We are pulling, I will say this, we are pulling Kimono 4 and all of the Haunters, basically, off. Not all of the Haunters. There are a bunch of Haunters in this other group with Kimono 2. But We're doing that just so we can head north and maybe take a look at Swamp of Solitude. We're trying to strangle him out at this point. I don't really know what to do about the Snorlax, so we're just gonna try to be omnipresent and strangle him down. That's about the only plan that I really have. If we take a look at the Snorlax, he has recuperation, so I don't really know that we're gonna be able to like do the kind of classic kill him or kill him with wounds, right? Like just send so many troops at him that eventually he just gets every single wound in the game and his scores become abysmal, and then we just kind of like wipe him out. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that because he has recuperation, and I don't know that we're going to be able to kill him while he's in his dominion. Hell, I don't know that we're going to be able to kill him outside of his dominion because of enlarge and the crazy amount of regeneration. Then you gotta think about it. In that battle alone, he was going to be regenerating like 70 plus HP a turn. I do have an idea, and it's basically kind of like the old, it's the old strategy that I used last time against Olivine City when I was playing Cyanwood. It's just it hit them really hard, a whole bunch, basically. So it's the concept. I can make Bane Blades very cheaply. That's an option. I can make Doom Glaives. Well, no, I can't because I don't really have a good astral income. But basically, the concept is figure out something to make, and then make a bunch of them, and preferably have them be very hard hitting, or as hard hitting as we can possibly get. Coral Blades also draw blood. Dusk Daggers are kind of like my go-to for that scenario. Right? They draw blood, they're armor negating. The only thing about Dusk Daggers is we don't really have a good unit to use them, right? You say in theory like a good, cheap, high-strength unit. We've got some cheap units, right, with like kimono women. But we don't have anyone that has high strength. So these daggers wouldn't be hitting very hard. And we would lose the kimono women attached to them in droves. So, alternatively, right, we are in enchantment. We do have access to things like Revive King. I don't think this is a very good option, but we could, instead of instead of finishing Enchantment 5 or after we finish Enchantment 5, we could go into Conjuration and try to go for basically Banes or eventually Bane Lords, right? But these are all answers that are eventually. So let's talk about one of the answers that I'm working on right now. And that is you might have noticed, we're taking a little dip in Thaumaturgy before we do enchantment. Okay? Before we finish enchantment. This is going to take us 2 turns, but the concept behind this, right, is that I think my god, with bleed procs and the dagger procs, and with the right spell setup and his ability, etc., right? I think my god can potentially kill the Snorlax. I think that's especially true if my god can catch the Snorlax in my dominion. Okay? So in my dominion, the Snorlax will have less health. He won't gain the benefits of his... It doesn't have a bless. Watch this. I don't even know if he has a bless. Doesn't have a bless. Oh yeah, he has Undying and Regeneration. Undying 8 and Regeneration. So, oh my god. That's insanity. So, actually, yeah. So he casts Personal Regeneration. That's 25% regen. And then after he casts Enlarge... Okay. So that's fuck me. I was sitting here thinking, oh, he's regenerating like 76 HP per turn. No, he's regenerating way more than that. Shit, what does he do? He's regenerating over 150 HP per turn with this setup. That's bonkers. So maybe, okay, so it still applies, right? The concept still applies. If he is not in his dominion, he won't have as high, crazy high regeneration, right? If he's not in his dominion, he'll have lower health, not significantly lower necessarily, but lower health. And if I'm in my dominion, I will have some bonuses. Not crazy bonuses, but some bonuses. So, the concept still stands. Basically, this is a long way for me to say we're going down Thaumaturgy 3 so that I can, if I find an opportune time, teleport onto his god. Okay. So, I do not know that that is going to be a good plan, but we'll see. And here's the aside, right? Is if he comes at me, probably what we'll do is we will stop going for Enchantment 5, because I don't think Horde of Skeleton spam is going to do anything. But if he comes at me with his god, well, one, we're already going to head for Thaumaturgy 3, which is teleport. But we'll probably also just continue heading up Thaumaturgy to Paralyzed territory, and eventually into Soulslay territory. Because his god is very strong, but his magic resistance isn't crazy. Like, it's good, but it's not end all be all good, right? So there's definitely the possibility where we're just like, okay, fine, let's soul slay this motherfucker. Or even if we don't soul slay him, let's paralyze him down, right? So we'll see how that kind of goes. I don't think that that's my go-to option, primarily because, again, our research is so bad. But our research is going to start picking up. Like I said, we can recruit schoolgirls every turn in Second Force now. We're going to probably flip over towards white channelers consistently in Ecruteak City, at least for a little bit. And then we are only a few turns away from being done with another recruitment center in. And in the meantime, we continue to move around and pick up forces wherever we go. So that's pretty much the turn. Sorry, I'm kind of low energy right now. It's been a long week, and this turned into a little bit of a headache. Not like it's anyone's fault or anything, but like I keep finding things about Ecruteak City. Like, damn, that's That's frustrating. Like, having 300, having basically 300 units, we're not quite 300, but having basically 300 units and having 33 siege strength. Oof, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's tough to deal with. I don't really know what else to say except that that's tough to deal. So in theory, we're always going to need to keep some chaff parties that their entire purpose, the whole reasons for their existence, it is to siege things down. So we'll see how it goes. All right, anyways, that's going to be the turn. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.